Warning! This podcast contains sabotage.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for The Flash, Season 3, Episode 6, Shade. I'm your host, Clio, and with me I have Dom and Nikki.
Hello.
Hello. So, Wally, it starts off with Wally doing the Barry intro, but he's not doing the Barry intro, he's just telling Joe his dreams. I really liked that. Yeah. I thought that was really cool.
I was like, wait.
Yeah.
What did I miss? Am I watching the right episode? Did I miss one somewhere?
Is it a flashback to Flashpoint?
I actually asked myself the same thing. I double checked to make sure I was watching the right episode.
Well, because I know me and Nikki just came back from like a vacation, and we've been watching 2-3 episodes of certain shows to catch back up in a row because we missed definitely a week, everything here, and I'm like, did we miss the Flash? No, we were on the last Flash podcast because the Flash took a week break, so we were okay. Am I missing an episode? Like, I really freaked out,
Yeah.
No.
Way to go, Wally. You fucked up our heads.
Yeah.
And of course, Joe is the nervous parent, and tries to warn him, like, no, this isn't what you think it is. It's not what you actually want.
Mm-hmm.
And that just leads Wally to think that Joe doesn't trust him.
He doesn't.
Because he didn't trust himself.
Right.
Yeah.
He looks back on how he was and doesn't trust himself.
Yeah, I mean, I can't fault Joe for it. I can't.
Yeah.
I get it.
Part of it's also Barry's older.
Yeah, and on a subliminal level, too, Barry's not his kid.
His real kid. Yeah. His real kid.
Yep.
I don't think that was like a factor in, everything at the time, but I think on a subliminal level, that is the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's also viewed that, they're aware that it's alchemy messing with Wally, and to obtain your powers through alchemy versus through the way that Barry got them, I figure, they assume that obtaining his powers through alchemy is more volatile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if he got it the way Jesse got it, if it actually came from the dark matter exposure.
Yeah, it'd be different, yeah. At that point, it's like, it couldn't be prevented. They thought it could be prevented. They could save Wally.
It's like it was like a subliminal message in the back of his head telling him he needed it, and it was painful without it, like almost like an addiction or a drug.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when people get kidnapped and they slowly learn to accept their captors and love them, and it's just like because they're being tortured and their brain is being told something else.
I'm not sure it's quite Stockholm Syndrome.
Kind of is, because, alchemy was the one torturing Wally and making him think that he needed this power to survive. Like, because of the pain
but it
stuff
would,
like that.
Stockholm Syndrome would be if you sympathized with your captive or your torturer.
I'm not saying it is Stockholm.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's like...
Oh, okay.
Like, leading up to the point where it feels like you need them or you need the thing that they're providing.
Yeah, well, if we see Wally protecting alchemy at some point, then yeah, it'll definitely be the Stockholm Syndrome. But right now it's similar, but different at the same time.
We'll have to see what happens when Wally comes out of the cocoon.
Oh, God.
What the hell was that thing?
That's the husk.
That is just... What?
That's the husk.
Ay.
That's what's giving him his power. That's what gave all the other metas their powers. I didn't expect it to look like that, but...
No, it looked like a Roman pillar that had veins and shit. It's like, what?
It's like a womb all over again.
Like,
Yeah, we get a closer look at alchemy, and
Which the whole lead up to alchemy felt like Saw 2 when they're going into Jigsaw's
Yeah.
lair with the police and everything going
Yeah.
down the staircase, and
Yeah.
that's all I could think of.
I thought the same thing when he said, "Hello, Wallace West." I expected him to ask, "Would you like to play a game?"
Thank you. I was not the only one.
No, yeah, I actually said it when it cut to commercial. I said, "Would you like to play a game?"
Alchemy is my favorite villain so far. Except I don't
I
think he's
was
a villain.
really, I like, when they had Alchemy down on his knees and they were, Barry's walking around. I'm like, Barry's gonna rip off his mask. It's gonna be Julian. Oh my God, because Julian's not there right now.
I don't think it's Julian.
No,
think
I
it's
don't
another
either. But that's what I
explanation.
was hoping.
Up until this episode, I thought it was Julian. This episode, because they put so much emphasis on, where's Julian? Julian's
Yeah.
not around. Where is he? Oh, he's staying with his girlfriend? Oh, he didn't come in today? Like, and then it's like, oh, but you knew today was the day that Wally was getting his powers? Like, no, it's not going to be him.
Yeah, there's got to be some other explanation for Julian.
It's exactly what he said, his girlfriend, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's that either. I think he's lying to Barry to get him off his back. Because alright, so Barry and Julian bonded, they went for drinks or whatever. But this episode Julian's just was not he's like, "You think we're friends? You think that makes us friends?" So he's not chummy with Barry anymore. And I don't think that's just because he doesn't like him. I think he's trying to distance himself from him for whatever's going on. I think there's something else going on.
I think he's so anti-metahuman. He knows Barry is up to something, possibly being a metahuman, and he just doesn't want to. He knows Barry's a good person, and he doesn't want to happen to throw him in jail or something. Feel like he has to do that.
Yeah, they definitely did have a connecting human moment with each other, and that might be it. He might see oh, you're actually a good person, and kind of don't want to drag you into whatever's going on.
Yep.
So we'll see. There's something not right, but don't believe he's alchemy. HR.
Fuck him. God.
He just keeps getting fucking weirder. As soon as you think he can't get any weirder. He's like,
God.
"Got a great idea. We're going to turn this place into a museum." And they're both like, "Why? Why?"
We could use my face.
"Oh, by the way, you're a wanted murderer."
I've completely forgot about that.
So did I.
I mean, I didn't forget about it, but I forgot that it was public knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
HR's been here for a week, and they tell him now.
Right.
He could have just wandered out.
Yep.
He
Not
probably.
knowing.
He has. He's gone and got coffee and shit.
Oh my God, you're right! Oh my God, you're right. And even if he hasn't left, it's gotten delivered, so people have seen him. Oh
Yeah.
my God. My absolute favorite thing about that exchange was the evil Wells, not to be confused with the dickish, not evil Wells.
Mm-hmm.
Killed Barry's mom.
Well, they were the evil Wells that was actually Eobard, not to be confused with the, whatever, but yeah, so.
Yeah.
The dickish, not evil Wells. That's my favorite part. And when Cisco was looking for him, when his bracelets, when his the cuffs went missing. They're going through the list of where he usually what he usually does, and it's meditating in his room, doing inversion stretches, making more coffee, it's all he drinks. He's just getting weirder.
Well, I mean, coffee's gone on his planet, and
yeah.
yeah. So
That's all
that
he
makes
drinks.
sense that's all he drinks, because it's say your favorite drink was orange juice, right? And then orange juice is just gone. All the oranges are dead on the Earth, right? And then you go to another Earth, and they have orange juice, as much as you could possibly drink. That's all you would drink. You'd be like, oh my god, orange juice. You would. There's no
Dumb.
way.
You don't have to make an analogy. If coffee was gone on this earth, I would cry.
Oh God, yeah. I would.
Yeah, no, if I was HR, you're right. I would drink nothing but coffee.
That would be like me and Monster Energy.
Yeah.
Wait, I do that anyway. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, it's because it's available to you. So.
We find out the name of his partner and the face of his partner.
Mhm.
Randolph Morgan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I forgot to look up that name.
Mm.
I meant to do that. But we know what he looks like now.
Mhm.
I wonder if that's going to be significant. And actually, my mom brought up, he's putting on this face of a man who we don't know if he has a doppelganger or not on this earth.
Right.
What if he is,
Also a wanted murderer.
Exactly! Exactly.
HR just does not know how to research things.
Which is weird, because he's the ideas man. Wouldn't you want to put a little research behind your ideas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you would have thought that he would have searched up the original Wells before he's like, I'm gonna be the face of the museum. No.
Yeah, really.
It's like, maybe that Wells had a family. Maybe you should look that up first before you say, hey, I'm here, and be like, oh, I have a family now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We know that's not the case, but, I mean, it could have been that way.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything
Yeah.
significant about the name Randolph Morgan.
I was just looking, and in Wells from Earth 1, his wife was named Tess Morgan.
Oh.
So,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
there's
really about it. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be anything super significant. I think it's just kind of like a throwback to that.
Maybe HR and Morgan are more than just business partners.
Oh, you think they're...
Partners.
Yeah, maybe in his Earth there is no Tess Morgan.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Tess Morgan was definitely the name of Harrison's wife.
All right.
She is currently deceased in the present timeline. Or present Earth.
And in Earth 2 as well.
Yeah, Tess Morgan's Earth 2 counterpart is likely Jesse Quick's late mother. But that's really about
Yeah,
it.
they never really said, I guess, but I always assumed it was Tess.
Yeah.
And she died.
So it's possible that Tess and HR never got together on that Earth, and Tess got together with this other guy, or it's Tess's brother or something. Who knows? I don't know.
I just think that instead of Tess, it's Randolph.
Yeah, there was no Tess born.
Yeah,
Instead, it was Morgan.
Yeah.
Or
Could be.
Randolph, I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was I going to say something else about that? Oh, yeah. Aubrey says, HR cock blocking Joe.
That was hysterical.
and like Joe looks over to Cisco and he's like, I'm going to punch him. And Cisco's like, you don't have to tell me.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's because, like, our HR's like, I want to go to the movie. I promise I'll be quiet. And the whole time, he's just... It's like, they're all sitting there going, like, we need to kill him.
Although, to be fair...
She seemed into it.
Yeah, Cecile kind of liked his story.
Yeah.
So, But
Do you
her
think-
and Joe...
Do you think Cecile and HR are going to get together?
No.
No?
No.
No.
All right.
I mean, HR is interesting. He's, a friend of Joe and everything like that. So, of course, she's going to, like, even if she didn't like him, she's going to let him talk a little bit just to be a nice person. She seems like one of those nice people.
Yeah.
But she even said to Joe, she's like, you're the only person that got me to get away from my daughter.
Yeah, who
Like-
could get me on a date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Only person I'm interested in.
Yep.
Which was cute.
Yeah.
And it's a height difference. She's a little shorty.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and Caitlin and Cisco in the HR, they all go to the movies.
The Shining.
The Shining. Shining.
Here's Kitty.
Cisco's
I
t-shirt.
saw the t-shirt. I was like, are
Fucking
you?
love that t-shirt.
Oh God.
For someone who doesn't like The Shining, he's got a
Mhm.
t-shirt of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you
But it's a
expect
kitten.
any less out of Cisco though?
No,
No.
he's got a t-shirt for every occasion.
Like
Mhm.
Cisco may not be the kind of guy to watch horror movies like that, but he's still gonna know all the references to them. That's just how Cisco is.
Oh, for sure.
I'm pretty sure he's seen every horror movie at least once.
But
He
even
may
people
not-
who haven't seen The Shining know the meme or that
Yeah.
picture, from the movie. Here's Johnny. Like everybody
Red
knows
rum and all that
Yeah.
jazz. Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Whether you've seen it or not.
Creepy twins in the hallway.
Yeah.
The ball.
The carpet from Toy Story.
The River of Blood.
Mm.
Did you guys
Anyway.
ever notice that though? The carpet
What?
in Toy Story? It's the same as the Shining. The carpet in Sid's room.
Oh.
The hallway in
In
Sid's room.
In
In
Sid's,
Sid's house.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sid's house. Yeah. That makes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same
Yep.
carpet as the Shining.
Cool.
Yeah.
And HR says they make a mention of Gorilla Grodd. I don't remember why. But apparently there's a whole lot of Gorilla Grods, or a lot of smart gorillas
Yeah.
in HR's universe.
Was it Earth
Are
16?
are we certain that Grodd was sent to
Earth 2.
the Earth that we're certain
Yes.
he wasn't sent to 17 or something
Mm-mm.
and made his army of smart gorillas?
Nope, he went through one of the breaches that was open for Earth 2.
Okay. It's like I'm really excited. Like just him being mentioned, Grodd.
yeah.
It's just like I was super excited. I was like,
That was
oh
That
yes.
was a clear reference to we have not forgotten about him.
Mhm.
Yes.
So
I want to see
And I-
him again.
And I was waiting for him to say, "Oh yes, we have a lot of them, a whole city full of them," but he didn't say it.
No, I mean it's almost implied.
well, the last
Yeah.
time we saw Grodd, he was out there with the other gorillas on Earth 2, out in the jungle, and
Well, we didn't see the other gorillas. We just
No.
know
I
he
thought
went
we
there.
saw a whole bunch of them like in the distance. It wasn't like
In the
close up.
distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna be under the impression that he's going to be teaching them and all the experiments and stuff that he's gonna do on them, get them all
Maybe.
to talk, and that's how he's populating the Grodd city, the Gorilla Utopia, whatever it's
Yep.
called.
I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
Mhm.
So Caitlin, eyeing Cisco's bracelets, steals them.
I mean, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But she should have asked Cisco or told him. in the
She
first
ended
place.
up telling him.
Yeah, but I mean, she's
Yeah,
like,
after
you're gonna
letting-
need these.
After letting HR take the falls.
Oh, of course. Gotta let him
Yeah.
squirm a little.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think the only reason she told Cisco was because she wanted him to vibe the future, just to see. And don't look good.
What do you mean? She looked awesome.
Although Cisco's suit is fucking dope, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah, it is.
perfect. Actually perfect.
I loved
Oh.
both of them.
I know, me too. Except for the fact that Caitlin's a little evil. Uh-oh. Well, we don't know why they're fighting, though.
Yeah, it could just honestly be like a stupid squabble over something.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Promo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Anyway, we
Yeah.
really don't know why they're fighting.
I mean, I saw the promo, and Caitlin's a little mad, but
It's more or less her power taking over.
Yeah.
It's not Caitlyn. But
Yeah.
whatever.
So, and Cisco makes her tell the team, and Barry goes to talk to her. And Barry sort of admits that if Flashpoint hadn't have happened, this wouldn't be happening to her.
Oh god,
It-
yeah.
It didn't happen in
There's the catalyst
other
for her
timeline.
angriness.
and you just see it in her eyes where she's like, "You fucking serious?
mm,
You.
I'm gonna kill you." Yeah,
Dick.
no, she's got some vengeance in her eyes. But then after that conversation, she goes to tell Cisco like everything's cool, don't worry about it. And it's like, uh-oh,
No. It's it's the typical women when they say, "Oh, I'm fine." No, you're not.
Typical people who don't know how to share feelings.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's not just say women.
See, in
Well,
one regard, I'm mad at Cisco for blabbing her secret, but on the other hand, I'm upset at Caitlyn for keeping the secret.
Yes.
You know,
they could have
And
helped her.
Cisco's right.
Cisco's right, but it's not his secret to tell.
No.
Yeah, but it would have eaten her up inside.
That's
And also,
besides the
she
point.
was a little thankful because if that hadn't have happened, she wouldn't have known that it's kind of Barry's fault, and she wouldn't have had anywhere to put her anger. So
Yeah, but I mean, she could have just told everybody like she was supposed to on her own term.
yeah,
It
but
wasn't
listen,
Cisco's place to
Caitlyn's
blab
been
it.
sitting on this for 3 or 4 months,
She shouldn't have
and
been.
how much longer would it have? It took her that long to tell Cisco. How much longer would it have taken to tell everyone else?
And when it was too late.
I don't think
Exactly.
too much longer. Because if Cisco
Trust
vibed her, even though he lied and was like, "Oh no, everything's fine," she may have just come out and told everybody so they could help her.
Well, she said herself she's bad at asking for help.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I don't
if
think it would have happened.
if Cisco telling her that she's gonna be fine, put it in her mind that she's not going to need help, that she's going to make it through. She's going to be able to control her powers and all that jazz. So it's like, Cisco shouldn't have lied in the beginning, but then if he would have told her the truth, she would have flipped.
Yeah. Like I said,
So, I mean-
it's bad on both of them. Because
Mm.
Cisco shouldn't be blabbing other people's secrets.
No.
He didn't. He just put her in a position to have to say it.
At the first sense, like, as soon as she got those powers and as soon as she felt like she was concerned about them, she should have went to the team. The team is her family.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, 3 months might not have passed where she was, like, sitting on her hands the whole time, being Elsa, they would have figured it out to help maybe suppress the powers so they could figure out how to control them instead of her being almost completely out of control already.
Conceal, don't feel.
It's the opposite of that.
We're trying to avoid that.
Let it go.
Yeah. So, Shade shows up at the movie theater. Well, the outdoor movie. Whatever.
I love that
Sit in.
HR named this one.
Technically, HR was just taking a pre-existing meta's name.
Yeah. But he still named it.
Well, they were gonna call it the Shadow, and then they made like some Peter Pan joke, and it's like, no, just stop it.
And then they called it the Shade, and Cisco
Yeah.
made a joke about throwing shade. So,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
but they were saying how that's a distraction from alchemy, and how there are 3 more unaccounted husk metas out there. So he could just use another one to get Wally. And poor Wally.
Poor Wally.
Visions of being killed. Brian's asking why was there no mention of Cisco also having dreams after Wells killed him? Slightly different circumstances. So Cisco was having vibes because that's his power.
Mhm.
Wally's having visions because, well, alchemy's probably not the one giving them to him because alchemy I don't think has any powers.
I think Alchemy knows about the visions. He's not planting
Yes.
them or anything, and he's just using
Attributing his
those.
name, yeah.
Yeah, he's just using those to get what he wants.
But I do think that
The Alchemist Stone.
the Philosopher's Stone,
Yeah, Philosopher's Stone.
yo, I didn't even put that together. I didn't even make that connection. That's
Mhm.
funny.
I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Yeah. But I think that's what's giving people powers. I don't think giving people visions. I don't think it's they're just having visions. I think it's the stone is giving it to them. But that's where alchemy's
Yeah.
hand blasts are coming from. It's from
Yeah.
the stone.
It's all from the stone. That's where the power is coming from. Because as soon as Wally touched that, that's what made the cocoon form.
Yeah.
So when it comes to alchemy, he may just be telekinetic or psychic. when it comes to thoughts, like can project thoughts and voice and stuff like that. He may not have any powers outside of that. And as far as we know, that might also even be the stone,
Yeah.
using him
But,
as a conduit.
Yeah, I don't think he has any powers.
He did reveal himself as S.T.A.R as the god of speed.
No,
Yeah.
that's not him.
No, yeah.
Those are two
S.T.A.R
separate people.
from the stone.
Oh.
Yeah.
That all
It's the
meshed into
same-
one big scene for me, so I'm confused.
Well, my dad thought the same thing, and I backed up because he stands back up behind Joe while S.T.A.R has Barry on the ceiling, and Barry's the only one who can see him, even when he's standing still.
Hmm.
The Speed Force?
Yeah, because when we cut back to Joe, like over the shoulder of Joe, looking at Barry, we just see Barry on the ceiling. We don't see anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Barry's the only one who can see S.T.A.R.
S.T.A.R.
I
is
guess-
extremely fast. He's faster than anything that we've seen.
And
thus
he's
far.
huge, and he's got Full Metal Alchemist blades coming out of his
He
hands.
claims to be the god of speed.
Yeah.
Do you,
No one's ever really a god
You don't
in
think-
No.
things.
You don't think he's actually a god?
No. I think he's some, I don't know, alien maybe?
Hmm.
He did look like an alien. I mean, that wasn't a
Yeah.
suit. That was not a suit.
No.
I don't know.
But he's faster than anything we've ever seen, because was not even a blur of his body. All you saw was the white light. That's it. So he's faster than it. Barry couldn't even.
It's like a white light blue kind of
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
Very white. At first I thought it was Zoom. But then it was much whiter than Zoom's lightning.
Yeah.
So couldn't have been.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I have no idea what this guy's about.
Well, I mean, he kind of resembles the aliens we see in the promo for the crossover. In the slightest sense. I'm not saying he is, but I
Well,
mean,
now-
he looks similar to
I'm
me.
pretty sure this is not the first time we've seen S.T.A.R.
The wiki made mention to, like, this is his official first
Well,
appearance.
I'm pretty sure the first time we saw him was when he killed the rival in the cell.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I put it in quotes, official
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you didn't even see the light when that happened, so
Yeah,
it was just
because Barry was
happened.
looking at it. I think the only reason we saw the blue with the white light was because Barry was there to see it, and
Right.
nobody else can see it.
Yeah, because we were only seeing like video recaps of what happened to the guy in the cell.
I mean, I thought there was a little bit
Really?
of light going on there. Not
There
too
might have
much,
been.
but
Like flashes, but
Yeah.
definitely not like Barry saw.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we all attributed that to alchemy, but
yep.
alchemy doesn't. As far as we know, alchemy. There's no proof alchemy has any powers.
He's just a dude
Mm.
in a mask.
He's just a cult leader. No big deal.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
whatever.
He had his two weird cultists behind him this episode. It's like, okay. Have
There
we-
looked like there was more. Like when Wally was walking up, and he's like, "Are you the guy that's talking to me?" And he, all this whole speech, and it just seemed like there was more coming up. And then he said something. He's like, "No, I don't want to be. I want you all dead or something." And then it looked like there was a bunch of them. He's like, "It's a trap," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I only saw two. Were there more than two?
I think in that part, like when Wally was approaching them, there was more. It looked like there was more, and like the whole SWAT team was fighting, not just Joe and Barry.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That whole scene it just seemed like it happened really fast for me.
That's because it did, for sure.
Yeah.
It was hard to
it
follow.
It did. I just kind of looked up S.T.A.R. from the comics. S.T.A.R. in the comics was a real person. Believed the Speed Force was a divine gift. His name was never revealed. He was an Eastern Bloc military pilot who was struck by lightning while testing out a supersonic plane. Gained his power after the original Flash J. Carrick's retirement, but before Barry Allen assumed the role as the fastest man alive. He sought to learn everything he could about the Speed Force, studying the speedsters before him, including Max Mercury. Battle between the two resulted in them both traveling forward in time. S.T.A.R. ended up much further ahead than Mercury. During his quest for more knowledge, he became or he came across more speedsters like the Flash, Jesse Quick, and Impulse. But in the end, Wally West was the one who eventually defeated him by trapping him within the Speed Force. So, none of that is happening here,
Hold on.
but,
Hold on.
yeah.
Theory time. The Wave Rider gets a message from Future Barry.
Mm-hmm. About an invasion.
What if Savitar takes Barry out of the picture for now? Maybe not now,
Right.
you know?
Yep.
But what if Savitar takes Barry out of the picture into the future and Wally's left as the speedster of Central City?
Very well could be.
It'd be interesting.
Very
Would change
well
up the
could.
pace of the show a little bit.
Yeah. And I have to praise this episode because Barry did next to nothing.
He really, I mean, other than
Yeah.
fighting alchemy in the end, yeah, nothing.
Everyone else
there
got
and
their,
moped.
everyone else got their chance to shine, and I really, really like when that happens.
For
Mhm.
sure.
Even like Barry's ideas didn't work. When he tried to like reason with Wally, that didn't work.
Mhm.
You know, it was really the team that did all the legwork in this episode, and I like that.
Yep.
A plus. Next episode is called Killer Frost. Caitlin uses her powers to save Barry, but as her mother predicted, the effort unleashes her inner Killer Frost. Killer Frost goes on a rampage looking for Dr. Alchemy, kidnapping Julian, and battling both the Flash and Vibe. Meanwhile, Joe and HR have a heart-to-heart. That's gonna be weird.
Maybe.
Okay.
Is it going to be over Joe's girlfriend?
I think it's
Probably.
yeah. I don't think HR is going to give up on Cecile. To be honest, I think he's going to be very, very persistent.
I have to say, I don't even think he was flirting on purpose.
No.
Probably
I
not.
think that's just how he is.
Mhm.
But honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing HR being frank, you know, because he's
Yeah.
even when he's been like semi-serious, he's been eccentric about it. So I would really like to see him just be straightforward.
Yep.
That's all I've got to say. You guys got anything else?
I'm going to go back and watch the Iron Heights clip to see if there's any blue lightning, just to be sure.
I know that the lights flickered.
Yeah, no,
I know that.
But I'm going to check because I feel like there was some blue lightning that not quite what we saw in this episode, but I still feel like it was there. I'm going to double check and get back to you guys for the next episode.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Sounds good. Dom, where can the people find you?
you can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Phenomenon.
Do.
Nikki, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyYVENOM24.
You can find me You can find me at Clio Moto on Twitter, Twitch, Pinterest, and YouTube. I am putting stuff up starting tomorrow. You can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, video games, and movies. Until next time. Bye, guys. Don't get caught by the god of the Speed Force.
No.
I don't think we'd have a choice. He wanted us, we're gone.
Yeah, that's true.